Ritz is like the best cracker, to be honest.
Like saltines.
Saltines suck, to be honest. They're not good unless you put them in soup. Like, if you just have, does anyone eat just a saltine cracker? You probably do, Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm like, there's like absolutely nothing in the house to eat, and like, I'll just be like saltines.
The best cracker is Triscuits. That's the best cracker, and anyone who tries to say that otherwise is wrong.
I wasn't paying attention. Because I don't care.
Because you're on that pesky phone.
Because I hate you.
Why are you just such a bully to me?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. What if I just started throwing up?
Don't. Hello, everyone.
Oh my god.
My name is Ethan.
My name's Morgan.
Stop playing with the fidget spinner.
No.
Fidget spinners are so halfway through 2017.
That's the fidget spinner.
That's the fidget spinner. I tried to spin the fidget spinner. I just threw it out of her hand.
You're so nice.
You're welcome.
Like, this is what I mean.
What do you mean?
That you're not nice.
Did anyone listen to that? That song sucks, to be honest.
What do you mean?
That Justin Bieber song is garbage. Thanks, Morgan. That's a good song. You're a good
I'm
singer.
gonna release a cover soon.
Which is literally like what we do on the podcast every time.
We just copy everyone.
Yeah, we just copy. We're unoriginal people. All we do is just sit down.
Let's copy the Super Mega podcast, which in my opinion is like the best podcast.
I've never heard of that.
It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Who is in the Super Mega podcast?
Matt and Ryan. You don't know who that is. Do you know who Markiplier is?
Yeah.
Do you know who Syndigo is?
Yeah, no.
Markiplier, like, okay, so people who used to edit.
So they're two people.
Markiplier had like editors, and it was like, I think they were like editors, and it consisted of 3 people: Daniel, Matt, and Ryan.
Okay.
And then Daniel passed away, and then there was only 2. So Syndigo ended, and then they started a new thing, and then that didn't work, and then they started Super Mega, which is like a gaming channel. And
gaming,
and they release like really funny songs. Do you know what Blonde Boys are? Blonde Boys
No,
are?
I don't
Do you know who those are?
I've never seen a blonde
Blonde
human.
Boys doing what blonde boys do.
I've never seen a blonde human before. They aren't real. Wait, this Pizza Party podcast is the best podcast because, one, it's funny, and that's it. They have some like rude gay guy.
I wish you had like.
They have some guy from like the 1800s, and then they have guest stars, and it's just really, it's a dark humor. It's big laugh. Cody, you would probably like. What if we get popular in the future, and some like person just hears, like us mention one random person, and like, who's Cody, and then they like figure out who they are,
They scroll,
and then
we just get like millions and millions and millions.
and then they
views.
all like go.
And they scroll
stalk
through the comments.
And they just go stalk Cody and go watch his non-microphone Fortnite videos.
Stop bullying Cody. Cody's our #1 fan. You need to stop.
I know. Okay, Cody, you're great. Just get a microphone. You can use like
you need
a
to get
laptop
like
one.
a different setup first of all. You should just get like a table. Yeah. So why don't you get like a table and like so we can actually have like people on this podcast that want to be on.
Okay.
And then we can all sit around the table.
This is the only this is the only place I can plug in a microphone. Because I don't have like my own If I did, we would be in my room, not like in the living room with dogs.
In the corner of the living room.
Yeah, with the brother printer. So today, on our 3rd episode of the podcast, because Morgan doesn't want to read for some reason, we're gonna talk about 6th and 7th grade. We're gonna talk about school. Mostly.
Let's start with kindergarten. So in kindergarten.
What happened?
Do you remember anything?
I remember part of kindergarten. I remember
kindergarten. And
what happened in kindergarten?
I remember free school in kindergarten.
Free school.
Free school.
School's free now. That's why you should have voted for Shree.
Yeah. No. So
what happened in preschool?
So one time, I remember like this one specific event. You know the noise pigs make? You know when they're like.
Okay.
Basically, my 5-year-old dummy head knew that. I knew they made that noise, and I was really good at making that noise. I'd just be like, like,
In the
because
middle
I'm
of
a pig
class.
myself.
Why? Okay, sure.
I'm not lying. But, like, so I, like, and then, like, my teacher was like, let's make animal noises. And everyone else was like, oink, 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 because they're stupid. And I'm the only smart one. And you know who got yelled at? Me. I got yelled
Why?
at.
For making animal noise?
Yes, for making a correct animal noise. I was like, and then she was like, we don't make that noise, okay? That's not what they sound like. They say oink,
They say
oink.
oink.
And then I got put on timeout and I couldn't play.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. I hated her. I was crying too, and she didn't care.
I think the craziest thing that happened to me in kindergarten that I got really mad at is I was making some crafts, and my school had like 2 teachers per thing. There was like the main teacher,
So you were in like
And then-
a special ed class that needed,
basically,
like,
yeah. So there was the main teacher, and there was the other one, and I forgot her name, but she was just some fat old lady. I think she's still alive somehow. And so I was cutting something for some reason, and I was standing up cutting because that's more comfortable for me. So I stand up, I start cutting, and she's like, Ethan, sit back down. I'm like, why? I'm just cutting. And she's like, you're out of your seat. I'm like, why? And then she just starts like waddling towards me. I swear she's just some old lady who like
She
has
was
like a
speed
hunchback.
running to you.
She was speed walking or speed waddling.
She was going like 25 miles per hour. Like,
Yeah, she's just the
bolting
next speed
towards you.
racer. And she like got all mad at me. And then one time like I fell onto the ground on my head and it really hurt. And then I found the golden egg. Because we had an Easter egg hunt, and I'm
Oh
like,
my god, I hated
found
school
the
so
golden
much.
egg.
You have no idea. So in kindergarten, let's go to kindergarten now. I hated school.
that was kindergarten for
I was
me.
talking about preschool. So in kindergarten, I went to, I shouldn't say. So I used to hate school
Used
for
to?
no reason. Like, it was kindergarten. Who hated kindergarten? Me. And I used to have so many excuses to get out of that classroom. So I like figured out, like, I'd hit my head. I'd go to the office, get an ice pack, I'd sit down, and, you know, sometimes my mom would pick me up. So I started to, like, purposely bang my head on desks, you know?
What?
'Cause I don't know why. I just
So
remember
you're just-
I would fakely drop my pencil. I'd just be like, oops. And then I'd drop my pencil. And I'd go to I'd pick it up on the floor, and I'd be under my desk, and I'd just be like, and I'd
bang
throw
your-
my head back, and I'd hit it. And I don't know why.
This explains your current mental state,
Yes.
I would say.
It does. Also explains why I'm flat. And I'm just kidding. That's why the
So-
back of my head is flat. So
Let's
then, like, one time I did it, and this guy had a crush on me.
Ooh.
His name was, like, Ducklin or something. I know.
Ducklin, what a dumb name.
I know Ethan wanted it. So,
Yeah, I know.
so like, after I did that, I was like, owie, my heady hurts. But, like, it wasn't like I could have just said I hit my head. I could have just lied. No, I actually would hit my head.
Well, I mean, they
To
can see
convince
you.
it.
They can see you. Be like, oh, let
No,
me
my teacher
feel
would be
it.
looking down, doing her work, and I'd just be like, like, for no, there was no reason. I could have just lied. And then I walked up after hitting my head, and I was like, oh my god, my head, he hurts. And then she was like giving us back our drawings and stuff, you know?
grading the drawings.
And then
Your art
Ducklin,
sucks.
Ducklin was on top, and I walked up to her. His drawing was on top, and I walked up to her, and I was like, I don't, my head hurts. And then I threw up on his artwork right in front of her. Like she was holding it, and I just threw up all over. Like, oh my god, I didn't feel bad.
So
'Cause I
just all of
hated
a
him.
sudden.
Oh.
So you made yourself puke onto his drawing because you hated him that much.
No, so my mom had to take me to the hospital because I hit my head and then threw up.
This
Oh,
is a
God.
good story. Okay, so can we move on to let's move on to first grade. My school, I guess, was a decent school, and I guess like your school was awful.
Oh, by the way, I switched schools in first grade, so I went from that school to being with all my friends.
Oh.
I love on the first day of school, some guy called me beautiful, and then
You guys, you.
Then I dated him for like a day. It was stupid, cause I was like 5.
The craziest thing that happened to me in first grade was like our teacher one time. We had like a giant Rio ball.
My teacher was a savage.
What do you mean? Okay, yeah. So we had a Rio ball. Morgan, who died that year?
What?
I've heard crazy things about your school. What happened?
Oh my god, no one died. What?
Sure.
Unless
What
someone
happened? What happened in first grade?
did. Oh, someone like cracked their head open one time. It was okay. Irrelevant.
Someone died.
Irrelevant. Just kidding.
Irrelevant.
That was my
Someone
boyfriend. Well, he wasn't my boyfriend at the time. So basically, my teacher was a straight savage. There was this guy in our class. His name was Lewis.
Lewis. Meet the Robinsons.
So basically, everyone hated him, even our teacher. And one time, he had a scab on his elbow, and he was just like picking his scab. And the teacher saw him picking his scab, and she told him to stop. He didn't stop. And then after like 15 more minutes of him picking his scab, he started to bleed again. And then he was like, our teacher's name was Miss Oak. She was like the best. She was pregnant at the time too, and she had a baby. And then he was like, can I have a Band-Aid? And then she was like, no. I told you to stop it, and you didn't. No. And I was like, no one felt bad for him. And then another time, I had him in like, I don't know, like 5th grade. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're saying we need to go we need to go in order.
I'm just saying, I had him again in 3rd grade.
Okay, so what happened to me in 2nd grade? Absolutely nothing. I like to read then, and that's literally that's all that happened to me.
Ew.
Like 2nd grade was boring.
I
met my teacher at Red Lobster. I had
Miss Teasel. She was like my favorite teacher.
We didn't go to the same schools.
I know.
Can I explain my story first?
No, I'm more important. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so basically,
About that one part.
someone told me that she worked at Red Lobster, so I'm like, hey, it'd be cool to see my teacher at Red Lobster. She was like, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't feel like it.
Didn't you already say her name? Oh
No.
You said Miss Red Lobster.
Okay, so she was the best. She worked like 4 different jobs. She was like so hardworking, and I love her so much. If you want to come on our podcast and you hear this, we can talk. So I heard she worked at Red Lobster, so I'm like, hey, let's go to Red Lobster, Mom. So we go there, and then when I get there, I specifically ask for my teacher. I'm like, hey, can I have Miss James as my teacher?
As your teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
As your waitress.
So then
Waitress.
say she's my waitress, and that was fun. I don't know if she liked it, but I enjoyed it.
She hated you for that.
Yeah, but it was fun, and I still see her sometimes, and I love her.
At Red Lobster.
Yeah.
So in 2nd grade, a lot of stuff went down that I remember. First of all, one time I hurt my ankle really bad. I sprained my ankle one time. I was putting on my boot. This wasn't in 2nd grade. This was
Okay, fine.
And I was putting on my boot and had like a little heel. It was probably like 2 inches big, maybe like 1. And my foot was in it. And then the back of my foot, like my heel, just like fell off my shoe. And since it was like lifted, it hurt and it twisted it. It was great. So back to 2nd grade. So I hurt my foot because I jumped off something and it landed weird. I had to be carried.
Weirdo.
And then one time I was left outside. And then I had to flip my stick, which sucked.
What do you mean you got stuck outside?
My teacher, like, I don't get this. My teacher would, like, do this. Like, they have a thing, you know when you had recess and you go outside and then you have to come back in?
Yeah.
Like, my teacher, she was, like, the one that would just raise her hand. And our playset was big, and I was all the way in the back, and I didn't see her, and she got mad at me. I was probably, like, 3 feet tall. Like,
just shout.
Like my other teachers had, like, whistles and stuff, so, like, you would know.
Yeah, that's okay.
She just, like, put her hand up silently. Everyone silently walked over there. And as, like, other kids were still out, like, you just look around and you just be like...
Were you by yourself?
You just, like, look around and just be like...
Wait.
Yeah, and I was just like, they left me. And then she was like, flip your stick. And I was like, I did nothing. I did nothing wrong.
Flip your stick?
Green, yellow, red.
Oh, that.
Orange, you know?
My recess was weird because we had, like...
You all had to stay in one place and play patty cake?
It was so weird. So we went out there. Our playground wasn't even ours. It was the city's playground. So we just went to the city playground because we were too poor to have our own playground.
We walked a block to it.
No, it was weird. It was right behind our school. And yet it wasn't ours. It was so dumb. So there was that. Then there was this gigantic field of just grass.
Yeah, we had a giant field too. It was
And-
next to DS.
It was bigger than that. It was huge.
Yeah, I know.
So this field was gigantic, and it was just of nothing. There was no like holes or anything. It was just grass.
Why would there be holes?
I don't know. Maybe something
I
interesting.
love how like
is
you
there.
were like expected there to be holes, like out of everything.
not
like
holes,
like
but, like,
no, like
something
you could have just said
interesting.
like a shed, a
Yeah.
tree,
There was one tree all
or
the
just
way at the
like
other
something
end.
something. You just like, why isn't there any holes?
There was one tree all the way at the other end. So our gym teacher's like, go run to the tree. So there's like 30 kids sprinting in the middle of some field
Little
to a
shorties.
tree. Yeah, they're like 2 feet
Just imagine
tall.
like being behind the tree and then just like hearing just like
They're just a mob of children coming to eat you.
just
That's The Walking Dead.
you spit on me. Thank you for that. Though.
Good. So
And another time, this is great. Somebody was chasing me with a pencil, trying to stab me. And other kids were trying to do their work, and like after you did your work, you can go and play and stuff. So we were like, I was like, like chilling, and they just started chasing me with a pencil, trying to stab me, and I screamed, and like Miss Tietzel was just like, go to the principal for screaming, and I was like, yes, because that was my fault. Like what you would scream like
I've had
just
some,
like
I had
as
something
a, like, a
like kind of like that happen to me.
8-year-old, like
Can
yeah.
I say those in 8th grade?
Huh?
Okay, so there was this kid. I was in
We're
my
talking about 2nd grade.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna save
to
Spanish for
3rd
another
grade.
time. Wait, 3rd grade. What happened? There was Miss Gordon. Oh, wait, this kind of has to do with 3rd grade, but it just has to do with school. I had to take. So wait, we're in elementary school. What would be a useful language to know?
Primary school.
Okay, so if you're in elementary school, what would be a useful language to know? Maybe like Spanish.
I learned Chinese.
Okay, yeah, a billion people speak Chinese, so that's okay.
But
wait.
I hope Chinese is literally the hardest language to learn. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but so you have Chinese, Spanish. Those are like the two Mandarin, whatever. Those are the two main ones. They might be hard, but they're useful. We decided to take French class for some reason. So we have some old lady who I saw at my community rec center one time. I was in the pool. She's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Whoa, who are you?" So I see my French teacher there, and she, instead of like teaching us French, she's just like, okay, or instead of being like, okay, you have to like speak French to know it well, so write down everything. We never did any spoken quizzes at all. I learned nothing there. I know how to count. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 1 to 10 in French, and that's it. That's all I learned.
That's all.
So Madame Tazi,
I can
you suck,
write.
I hate you.
I can write up to 5 in Mandarin.
Amazing. This
I
is
know,
about stories
right?
about me. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back to 3rd grade.
Okay, so 3rd grade, I had Lewis again.
Lewis.
Played with his poop in the toilet. And we have logs on the toilet where you have to write down your name on like a sheet of paper and then use the bathroom. So, I was like, we were outside for recess and I was like, yo, Miss Teacher, I have to pee. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, may I please go use the bathroom? Because that's all I say, and teachers are so shocked when I say that because I'm polite. Literally.
Wow, you have manners.
Like, one time I said that to Miss Vukic. I was just like, may I please go use the bathroom? And she was like, may I? And I was like, and then she was like, no one's ever said that. And I was like, oh my God. I felt bad for her. Because,
that's true.
literally everyone walks up to her and they're just like, can I go to the bathroom? And she's like, yeah. So I was like, may I please go
Kids
use the
need better
bathroom?"
manners.
Yeah. I was
like 3rd grade. Okay, I go to like elementary school and I look at kids.
you go to elementary school?
Not like that, but I like visit my teachers because why not? These kids. So I'm gonna use restaurants as an example because I go there sometimes, and I go there. There's like kids who be like, hey, the waitress is like, what do you? It's like, well, what can I get you? He's like, grilled cheese. Just shouts. I'm like, can you just say please? Maybe. Wow, is that so hard?
I know you.
And
May
then
I please have grilled cheese?
and it's like not that hard.
Grilled cheese. Cheese.
And I was at a restaurant, and the lady's like, oh, your boys are so polite. My dad's like, thank you. And so she's telling us a story about how the night before there were some kids. They were like, first of all, the parents just gave them an iPad because.
Where does your papa live?
I don't know. Wait, no, I said that wrong. Mount Clemens.
I don't know. Like, I was asking for address, street name,
Why do we...
zip code. Like, give it to me all. I need his exact location in his house right now. I don't know.
So the night before I was there, she told us a story about how there's some kids. First of all, the parents just gave them an iPad because instead of like actually disciplining your kids, let me just like give them Minecraft so I don't have to deal with it. This is gonna make our kids awful and the worst people ever. So parents, don't give your kids a phone if they're 2. Because you're dumb. Second of all, they were just pouring like salt shakers onto the table. They were just opening salt shakers, just pouring it onto the table. The waitress is like, "Ma'am, can you please tell your kids to stop?" And the woman was like,
Don't tell me how to raise my children.
"Exactly. Like it's my kids." And the waitress, she's like, "What?" It's like, "I need to clean this up." It's like, "It's my kids, my
I
children."
hate when like someone's like makes a giant mess and it's like it's their job to clean it up. It's like, is it your job to be rude? Like, shut up. Or like when people like, I hate when like you're at like a fast food like thing like McDonald's. Yeah, Sonic. No, I'm talking about when you like walk into it
and everything's disgusting.
and like it's like, and they like leave stuff on tables.
That's the worst.
It's like, are you seriously that rude?
Like
Literally,
just
like
pick up the thing and throw
it's
it
on
away.
a tray, so it's easy. It's not like you have to pick up one by one. It's on a tray. They give you a tray
Like
for a reason.
Like throw away the tray if anything. But like I just want nothing on there. If
Like
there's,
literally, you just dump it in there and it slides off because
Like-
it's on parchment paper.
So like even if like there's a
I love
like
how
there's
we were
like a
talking
water
about
spill
school. Now we're talking.
about McDonald's or whatever.
Matthew works at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, Matthew, show all of your coworkers this podcast and that so we can
Show
become
it.
we can get McDonald's
Yeah,
sponsorship.
because we're sticking up for them.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
so
McDonald's
funny if McDonald's like emailed us and we're just like, hey
Yo.
guys, thanks for this.
Thanks for the shout out. You want free can you give us a shout out so we'll sponsor you? Is anyone sponsored by McDonald's?
Probably like PewDiePie. No, I'm just kidding. He does racist things.
Dang. But
You know he does.
us.
No, no, Ethan.
But yeah, McDonald's sponsor us because I eat there
Why'd you go to-
sometimes. The food, like we'll do like a food review. We'll become the next report of the week, but visual. So you just hear us eating like nice.
Yeah, do that.
What do you eat at McDonald's? I don't. Is there
I
any
get chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets? I get.
Everything else sucks. And like
I don't like burgers. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I just I get that or
They're,
McChicken.
your
Let's
nostrils
move on.
flared.
Let's move on.
So you
Fourth
just
grade.
cut all that out.
Okay, fine.
4th grade.
Fourth grade
Oh yeah, so like
was this
Lewis was
thing.
playing with his poop and he put a smiley face on the door and everyone knew he did it.
He's like, no.
Yeah, he literally was like, I didn't do it. And one time I caught him eating his chapstick. And I was like, nice, do that. I was disgusted. He was putting it all over his lips and then he just bit it. And it was
Plastic
it was
too.
like one of the ones that are like the size of like a freaking like quarter. Like the tube is like
Oh, the egg thing.
what?
All
the-
the chapstick, they come in like color eggs.
No.
Yes, they
You're
do.
so weird.
Yes, they do.
He had one of those when it was bubble gum, and I always used to get like the Coca-Cola ones, and they were like the
Thick.
tube was like thick, and like he was like putting it all over his mouth because the tube was huge, so it just was like, and then he was just like started scraping it against his teeth, and I was like, that is
Amazing.
lovely. Do that right in front of me.
So let's talk about 4th grade. What happened? I think 4th.
I don't remember 4th grade.
What do you mean you don't remember 4th grade?
It I in my head I skipped over it. Like I don't remember my teacher. Like I remember.
You're
my
just so
teacher.
smart that you got to skip 4th grade.
Yeah, I got to skip 4th grade.
4th grade, what happened? So I had a split class. So I was in 4th
Like-
and 5th grade. I learned division the previous year because I was so smart, but then I forgot it over the summer. I didn't know
Still
it.
smart.
I didn't know I forgot it though. So I'm like, hey, 5th graders, look, I can do division. So I go up to them. I'm like, look, I got this, and then I completely forget everything. I'm like, you have to carry that, and then they like bully me, and I got beat up.
Where it's like, do you not know, like long division? Did you not?
Yeah,
know how to do that?
I know now. I forgot it.
no, you don't.
So I did that, and then there was this one kid.
Division's like literally the easiest thing.
Addition's so hard. Like
Yeah.
subtract multiplication.
God.
Division
I
was
don't
the
know.
most difficult out of all the 4 basic ones.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, I'm right.
I mean, like for like, I think for the most of the population, yeah, but like for me, all of them were like literally the same.
Yeah, they are all easy. Cause you're smart, Morgan.
I'm so smart. No, I'm
Thanks.
just kidding. I used to be like super smart, and now
You're just
like
a big dumb.
and like in 8th grade, I just went like I messed up in 8th grade, man.
So
But like,
what else
yeah,
happened to me in
I
fourth
had to
grade?
like get like. I remember like I had to get like taken out of the class to get like freaking tested because like they were like, "How do you know this?" And I was like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Ask my mom."
My mom just beat
Just
it
kidding.
into
My
me.
mom did not help at all.
I have Asian parents. They just beat it into me.
Do you remember when your mom did? Like, do you remember when your mom taught you like how to like spell your name?
No.
I remember that.
I don't think my mom taught me anything.
Do you remember learning how to spell your name though?
Not really.
I do. I had to sit at my kitchen
I didn't know
table.
how. I didn't know how to tie my shoes till like 6th grade.
I know. Like it was like,
Like-
I probably like maybe like 4th grade was when I learned.
I might have learned earlier, but I specifically remember.
You were like, "Mom, I need Velcros."
Yeah. So 2 major things for learning how to tie shoes. At one, I was at Cedar Point, and that never helped me. That's the SpongeBob song never helped
I
me.
know. And then it'd just be like, and then you just end up with like 16 knots in your shoe.
So first thing,
I remember crying
Was-
because my mom was like, "Tie your shoe. This is what you do," and I couldn't do it. And then she was just like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh, stop me."
I'm so sorry. So
No, it was my
dad,
sister who was yelling at me.
Oh,
Because she knew
fun.
how to do it, and I didn't.
So my dad, I was at Cedar Point, and I was like, "Hey, can you tie my shoes for me?" He's like, "Son, you are so dumb. Like, you don't even know how to tie your shoes." That's like, I have to embarrass myself in public to tie your shoes. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
Embarrassing, you.
I
Me and
know,
Alyssa
yeah.
tie each other's shoes because, like, we're lazy.
And then the second time was when I learned, because everyone's like, you have to put it around your thumb and then put it through. I could never do that. So then I was like, what if I just made like bunny ears and then tie it how you do first? Then I did it.
I know, right?
And then I'm
Like,
like, that's so easy.
It's so stupid when people try and, like, first teach you how to do, like, the complicated way.
And then I'm like, you can literally just like tie it really easily, make bunny ears, then tie it easily, and they're like, you're done. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's just, you take it, the long ones, and then you cross them,
And then
and then you do the same thing, but, like, instead of with it being straight.
you do. It's so easy.
And then they're just like, "No!"
It's like, no, that's the wrong way. And then I don't untie my shoes. I only tie them when I have to. 'Cause now I just slip them on, because it's so much easier.
You're that type of person.
Yeah,
Devin
do you
Devin-
untie your shoes every single time?
Yeah,
Why? That's
because
so.
you just take one string and you pull it. I don't like
But then you have to retie it,
fully undo it. But like, yeah, because then it's loose, and I don't like my shoes being loose.
because you're a loser.
You're a loser.
Dang. We've been
Devin-
recording for 50. I can cut
Devin
most of this out.
Devin made fun of me at the like party. Were you there? That happened where he was.
Yes.
I was.
I'm gonna cut.
You
half
don't
this
even
out.
know what I was about to say.
Or
I
you-
said, "Were you
You said, "Were you there?"
when
and
it
I'm like,
happened?"
"Yes."
God, you're so quick. God, you're fast. No, I'm just kidding. You don't know. You know what that means? Devin, I was eating cake, and I don't like cake, so I like the frosting. So I
Cake
was-
is not good.
I was eating the frosting, and then Devin was like, "You know the weird kids who don't eat the cake, but they scrape the frosting off?" And I was like,
Oh yeah, I was there.
and then he.
Okay, let's talk about cake, because cake's an interesting thing. Cake.
I only like angel cake.
Oh wait, the cake I like. There's like a strawberry
Coffee cake, like the most disgusting cake.
Coffee cake is so good.
Do you even know why it's called coffee cake?
No, but I
You're
like
supposed
it.
to dip in pie.
Coffee cake is so good. So I love that. I like lemon cake
Of course you do. I knew you did. You're that kind of guy.
and a carrot cake. A carrot cake is so
Lemon
good.
cake is good,
No,
but
wait,
you're
but the
just
thing.
weird.
Oh, wait, the thing
Have you
about
ever had
cake.
lemon squares?
Yes,
Those
they're
are
so
so
good.
good.
They're so good.
I want lemon squares now.
Lemon is an underrated flavor,
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
is.
Like, everything,
Have you ever had like those lemon candies that like you like crack it open and there's like fizzy stuff in it?
No, I want it though. But lemon is an underrated flavor.
I love your dogs,
But cake and cupcakes, they're basically the same thing. It's such a delicate balance. Like, for cakes, you can't have too much frosting or too much cake. You have to have the perfect amount of frosting or the perfect amount of cake, because too much frosting, it's too creamy, and that's not good. Too much cake, and you're like, oh, I don't want a batter. Cupcake, though, you have to eat like an entire slice at once. You can't eat like just like the bottom part of the cupcake or just frosting.
That's what I do.
No, you have to like
I rip the bottom part off
you have to take a full bite,
and
like
I eat the bottom part.
it's to like unhinge your jaw and take and
What
take a
snakes do?
Yeah,
Like
and bite and eat an entire slice of it.
Yeah.
Because that's the best. Because you need to get a perfect ratio of everything.
No.
It's not. Yes, you do.
I mean, that's not like, yeah, I get it what you mean. I just don't do that. I rip the bottom off and I eat the bottom.
How can you eat? Because then you're just eating cream. You're just eating frosting, and it's disgusting.
No, like, I leave, like, that much. I, like, rip it in half.
But basically,
Like, you know how, like,
bakers,
people, like, rip the pop and they put it on top?
You know people who, like, take off the frosting, then don't eat the frosting on Oreos?
I like breaking it apart. I eat them so weird. I break them apart and I scrape the frosting off with the other half and I eat it.
Okay,
Because
what
I'm
I
weird,
do...
and then because the cookie part is so good. It's so underrated.
Yeah,
Like, I
okay,
love that part.
what I do,
And sometimes I'll just be like, the frosting. And everyone's like, the frosting's so good. Triple freaking stocking, yes, please. Cookies and cream swirl, yes.
So what I do, because I always need to have an even amount of Oreos for this, have 4 Oreos. You split 2 of them and you eat them just like regular. The other ones though, you break open the thing just like in half, then you like bite off the frosting, then just eat the regular cookie. And that's why you need an even amount, because you can't have 3 regular cookies and 2 frosting, or 3 frosting or 2 like regular cookies. You need to have an even amount. It needs to be balanced. So that's my rant about frosting and cookies and everything, which I think is a pretty good rant. I think that's a good thing to argue about. So, do you think we're good? Do you think we can end this?
I don't know. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's gonna go down a lot, but we'll be good.
To like 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds.
I'll just...
just. So I think we should end this.
We gotta sing a song.
So let's do our outro. My name. Oh yeah. No, let's include the song because you guys don't hear it. I want to do Incredible Crew. Errands with my mom, because that's a banger.
But like, why can't we do songs that both of us know?
You don't know that song.
No.
Do you know the Shaving Cream song?
No.
Let's just do the Flapjack theme song.
Oh my god.
Okay, you guys don't know, but we do a song.
Let's do the Big Time Rush theme song.
Okay, let's do Big Time Rush. Do you want to do iCarly theme song?
Oh my god. Hold on. If we're doing the Big Time Rush, I'm gonna go in. I love this song. I like know the lyrics. Like if you were like to play the beat, I could sing it.
So you don't know, but we do a song after each thing, and I always cut it out because it's always awful because Morgie can't sing.
I know.
But like, so wait, I need a.
Hold on. This is the music video. We're gonna get copyrighted. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so now we're gonna sing, and then we're gonna do the outro. You guys are gonna hear. Oh, I don't know the theme song, so I'm just looking up the lyrics. I'm a loser.
Make it count. You know? You see it. Make it count. Play it straight.
Don't look back. Don't hesitate. When you go big time. What you want, what you feel. Never quit. Make it real. When you go big time. When you go big. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Now. Feel the rush. Hey. Hey. Better take your shirt off.
No!
Oh. Go and shake it up. What you gotta lose. Go and make your luck with the life you choose. If you want it all, lay it on the line.
It's the only life you got. So
wait, is this theme song anti-religious by saying you only have one life? This is so awful. My name. Okay, guys, this has been the Stuff and Things podcast. My name is Ethan.
And my name's Morgan.
Thank you all for listening.
I'm Stuff and Things. I'm both of them. Ethan's not here.
I